We're here with a video to show off the new place. It's not so new anymore, it's been like a year, but I thought we'd make a video of the game room and kind of the place a little bit. So over here, this is where we play our games. We got our Sega Genesis hooked up right now to the Tube TV, NES and GameCube, Japanese GameCube in here as well I've been playing, on PS2 I've been playing right now. On the small crappy monitor, got all the high-def stuff. It's the two 360s, the Japanese and English hooked up. My PS4, the Wii U, and the Wii. So generally do most of our gaming in here. And then we'll go in the computer room where actually the whole collection is. And where the stream setup is, even though I haven't been streaming really. So over here on the wall, start with Nintendo stuff. I've actually I finished all my Nintendo games now, 100% completion. And then down here, the Genesis stuff. Only game left to finish is Turrican, which is real rough. I got Game Boy. The Game Boy is all finished. Japanese Nintendo or the Famicom. 4 games left to finish there. Super Nintendo here. 2 left to finish. N64, 1 game left to finish of the bunch. I got all the end labels on here now, semi-organized. Super Famicom games here, kind of a big mess. There's no easy way to organize them, but still have quite a few of those to finish, mostly RPGs. Over here, Xbox 360, PS3, GameCube. Finished most of it, still a few left to play through. Over here, some PS1 and Saturn stuff up top. Mostly PS2 English stuff, Japanese stuff all the way down. Wii, PS4, Wii U, a Sega CD, my 1 Sega CD game, my 3 Dreamcast games. Have a console rack, so anything not in use kind of just sits on here. Take it in the game room when I want to play it. Take it back here after we're done playing stuff. So it's an old PS1, don't really use this. Super Nintendo, it's modded so I can play Japanese games on here. The Sega Saturn, Japanese, Dreamcast, Japanese PS2, Wonder Swan Color. Down here is PC Engine, the PC Engine Duo, it's got the CD attachment. There's another 360 here. This drive's broken on it, but I have a lot of downloaded games on there, so it has some use still. And here's 4 N64s. There's the gold one, the Hawks, and then the Japanese console, and a PAL console in the back, European console. Over here, it's the Sega Saturn games. So I have it kind of organized. All my shooters down here on this row, and then there's fighting games and puzzle games on this side. A few games of note, I guess. Battle Garaga is one of my favorite games of all time. Batsugan is one of my favorite games of all time. And Radiant Silvergun, another one of my favorites. And lastly, Hyperduel, which I should probably sell now because it's gone up in price substantially since I bought it a few years ago. And over here, more Sega Saturn games, PS1 Japanese games, and TurboGrafx games. A few games of note here, if I can find them. There's Harmful Park, which I bought in Japan for $100 and now is worth way too much money, and I should probably trade it in or sell it. But then for here is my multi-region TV, so the stream TV, so to speak. In the drawers, the pile of N64 controllers, around 2 of N64 controllers, and then just various other controllers in this dresser. And then down here is the DVD recorder, switch, and the powered splitter, which unfortunately is on the fritz. It makes a weird buzzing noise and it kind of cuts in and out, so I need to replace this. So if I ever want to do any more GoldenEye speedrunning, I need to get a new one of these because the DVD recorder won't get a good signal and it keeps cutting out for quality. And over here, there's my kind of beat up N64. It's seen better days, but I use that just for speedrunning. It's got the dust cover removed to play Japanese games. There's the converter down there, so the multi-region TV plugs in. And then a spare CRT down there. Computer here. So I don't really have a stream set up to do anything other than GoldenEye right now, and I said the switch is broken, so we'll go in the closet now. You'll see that our cat's jumped in here. His name's Oats. He's quite the curious little critter. Up here, got the PS4, PS3, GameCube boxes, the Japanese GameCube and Game Player box, N64, Famicom, the AV Famicom, Nintendo Wii, 360 boxes back there. Down here, there's all my N64 controllers in the box. So these are all full with the controller inside. I have a lot of controllers. The Wii Fit board in the back, which I never use. Down here, we have a cat who's going to come out now. Hi, Oats. So this is full of Super Nintendo boxes, whatever have you. All empty, all the games are on the shelf. This other box here, same set of stuff, just game boxes, accessory boxes, you know, GameCube, Wii, adapter, etc. There's an Atari 2600 down here in the box. I don't really have it hooked up. It's not the easiest system to hook up, but maybe one day I'll set it up. Cat walking all over my expensive game boxes because he don't care. It's funny. Hey? Hey, Oats? Hey? There you go. Here, have Nicole's PS4. It's basically the only thing hooked up to the big TV right now. I find that I prefer playing on the small TV. I don't play that often anyways on that stuff, but we play NHL 17 where I generally lose. It's generally a pretty bad blowout. I haven't picked up 18 yet. You might get it eventually, I don't know. It's so expensive to get the new one every year. And down here is soundbar and whatever have you. Lately we've been playing NHL 98 on the Genesis because we're nerdy like that, like the old school games. Are there cats hiding?
And this is our big boy, Oats. Say hello, Oats.
You're so funny, Oats.
Where are you going?
Where are you running off to? Or just hanging there?
He's a parrot.
Yeah, sometimes.
He's a parrot.
Closet's full of boxes. A bunch of gaming boxes up top. There's the PS4, PS3, and GameCube boxes. Someone's knocking at the door. There you are.